Okay, so this is Packet Tracer. We're gonna do the VLAN configuration, the router configuration, and the router RIP. So here, I already added the IP address. So you can see here, for this VLAN, it's the yellow one. It starts at 2, and the subnet mask is 24. So 25, 25, 25 thingy. And then, also here, I added the IP address. So we're gonna start. So first you need to go to the switch. So I'm only gonna do 2 switches, switch 1 and switch 2. You can figure out the rest. So let's go back. So here, let me check if it's recording. I hope it is. Anyway, so here I already named my switch S1 Morvi. So enable, configure terminal. And then after configure terminal, before we can do the switch port, we need to add the VLAN. So we have 3 VLANs here, BSCS, BSIT, and BSIS. So let's add all 3. I'm just gonna zoom in the CLI after I add them all so that you can see. So to add, we're going to type VLAN. And the number of the VLAN is 10. Okay, and then we put the name. Name is BSCS. Okay, that's added. We'll exit because we're gonna add the second one, VLAN 20. And the name is BSIT. Okay, that's good. Next is, we'll exit, and then VLAN 30. And the name is BSIS. Sige, we have added all the necessary VLANs. So let's check. Before I check, I'll zoom in so you can see. Sige, because I don't know how to zoom in with my screen recorder. I'll just like do the paint. So to review, first to add the VLANs, we go to the privilege mode. So enable and then configure T. And then that's when you add the VLAN. So VLAN 10, BSCS, VLAN 20, BSIT, and VLAN 30, BSIS. So let's go ahead and check if we already added it. So this is how you check. So you go back to the hashtag, you exit out of config, go to hashtag, and then show VLAN brief, and then it shows here. So we have BSCS, BSIT, and BSIS. Print screen. And then let's zoom in. There we go. Sige. So you see here, BSCS, BSIT, and BSIS. Now we can move the ports into the switch. Whoops. Okay, sige. Let's do that. Sige, we'll open the switch. And then we will go, since this is switch 1, we'll look at the ports. So that's FA1, FA4, FA3, and FA5. It's over here. If you can't see this, you go to options, preferences, and make sure you check always show port and labels in logical workspace. So you see here, the port labels are not shown. So options, preferences, always show port labels. And then you can see the port labels. So this one is 02, 02, 04, 03, and 05. So let's add them. Let's open the switch again. So we're here in the hashtag mode. So we'll go to the configure T. And then we'll go to the interface of 02. So let's do this quickly. Interface FA02. We're inside. We are going to switch port. So switch port, you type SW tab access tab VLAN tab, and then after, so this PC is here, no? I know. Where did I put the PC? Ay, there. So the arrangement is like this, right? So this PC is FA2. So it's yellow. So the VLAN is 10. We'll go back. and we'll type VLAN 10. So it's added na. Sige, I'll print screen and so you can see there. So that's the command. So we added the first PC, and then we'll do this for the rest of the PCs. So I'll make it fast. Just pause the video to see the zoom in before. So that's the first PC. Second PC is 4 and 5. 4 and 3. Sakto? Yeah, 4 and 3. That is in VLAN 20. Sige, let's exit. We'll enter the interface of the PC2, which is FA04. We'll add it, switch port, access, VLAN, it's 20. And then exit, we'll enter the third PC, which is 03. Interface, and then don't forget FA03, switch port, access, VLAN, it's 20. And then the last one is 05, which is the magenta one. So interface, FA05, switch port, I'm so stupid. Switch port tab, access tab, and then VLAN tab, and then this is 30. Okay, very good. So now let's check. Okay, so it should look like show VLAN brief. Yeah, there we go. Yes, we added it. So it should look like this. I'll zoom it in. Okay. So it should look like this. So the BSIT should have two PCs, the FA3 and FA0, because in our diagram, there's two PCs. So that's good na. All good. Let's put that back. Now, we do it for the second switch port. So for like this video, I'll only do it for the two switches, and then you guys just figure out the rest of the switches. But we need to do this for all the switches. So let's do the second switch. And then I'm not gonna zoom in so that this video will be short. So enable, configure terminal. So before we can switch port, we need to add the VLAN. Let's add the VLAN. VLAN 10 with the name of BSCS, and then we'll add VLAN 20 with the name of BSIT, and then exit, and then VLAN 30 with the name of BSIS. Okay, and then we'll exit, and then we will see show VLAN brief, and then yes, we have the three. So yeah, let's do the switch port. So this is FA1, FA2, FA3, and FA4. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go into the interface. So interface, configure terminal, configure terminal, interface, and then FA01. This is the first PC, which is yellow. So switch port, access, VLAN, since it's yellow, it's 10. So we add it to 10. Exit, and then interface, FA02. Sakto ba? Yeah, 02. That's also yellow. And then we'll do switch port, access, VLAN, 10. Okay. Exit. The last three, kasi 3 and 4. So, interface FA03, and then switch port, access, VLAN. This is blue, so 20. Okay, exit. And then the last PC, FA, interface FA04, and then switch port, access, VLAN, last is 30. Sige, very good. Let's go ahead and check show VLAN brief. Yes. So, compared to the first one, the first VLAN should have two Okay, in the diagram, there's two yellow circles. I'll zoom in so you guys can see. So here, it's added na. So after adding the VLANs, sakto ni, 2, 1. After adding the VLANs, we need to trunk. Kay, like, they still can't talk to each other pa man. Let's check. See, this PC still can't talk to this PC. Failed gihapon ang ping niya. This PC can talk to this PC, pero this PC cannot talk to this one. Mo failed jud na siya. Failed jud. Also here, failed. Pero this PC can talk to this PC kay they're within the same switch man. But since they're in a different switch, we need to trunk so that this PC can talk to this one and this one can also talk to this one. Sige, let's trunk. Sige, Sir said we can choose any. So it's either this port or this port. So since they're like the same name, we'll just use the same. So let's go to configure terminal. To trunk, we need to enter the interface, the port of the switch that's connected to the next switch. So interface gig 0 to switch port mode trunk sakto, and then yeah, it's kuan sakto. So let's go ahead and check. Will ping P. This one should talk to this one. Oh, success. This one should talk to this one. Success. This one should talk to this one. They're all success. So yeah, I'll zoom, print screen. So once again, to trunk, go to the switch and then look at the port that's connected to the other switch. So you enter that here, so interface and then the port that's connected to the other switch, and then you switch port mode trunk. And then the next guy, connectivity. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that this can talk to this one. So far, dili pa. The next step after doing all the adding the VLANs and also switch port is we need to do the router level so that this PC can talk to this PC and this PC can talk to this PC so that the yellow can talk to the blue and the blue can talk to the magenta. Let's go ahead and go inside. So this is the router, and then next, enable, configure terminal. So since there's only one line here connecting to the switch, but there's like two VLANs, we need to create two sub-interfaces. So to do that, we'll go to interface. We'll check the name. So this is the port that's connected to the switch, and the name is FA10. And then since we're gonna do sub-interface, the first sub-interface is 10. Kaya that's the BSCS. Enter. So sub-interface mode. And then encapsulate. So we'll type E. Dili pwede. Encapsulation .iq. And then the number of the VLAN is 10. Let's see. I hope it works. Boop. Sige. Let's do it for the rest. Pero I'll print screen and then I'll show you guys. I'm doing this from memory for the test tomorrow. So here, enter the sub-interface, encapsulation.iq, and then the name of the VLAN. Do this 2 more times for the rest of the VLANs. So let's do that 2 more times. Let's go back to Packet Tracer. Sige, 2 more times. Let's exit, and then the interface is interface. This is the switch. Okay. Here's the router. Okay. So exit and then interface FA10 dot 20. Okay, that's our VLAN. And then sub-interface mode, encapsulation tab, and then D tab for .iq, and then 20. And then exit. And then interface, and then FA 1/0, we're gonna put 30, and then encapsulate again, encapsulate D .iq, .iq30. Okay, so since we have already encapsulated all three, we need to add the IP address of all three VLANs. So let's go back. Interface FA10. Since we already have the encapsulated interface, we can access the 10.10, and then we IP add, and then the default gateway. So it's here, VLAN 10 is 121.75.1.1. Subnet mask is 255.255.0. Okay. Exit. We'll do it for the next interface FA1/0.20. And then IP add 121.75.2.1. And then the IP subnet mask. And then exit. And then the last one, interface FA1/0.20. And then 30 kay VLAN 30 naman. 30. And then IP add, this is 121.75.3.1, and then 255.255.255.0, and then exit. And then the last is the no shot. So instead of going to the sub interface, we go to the main interface, and then we no shot. Sige. So that's no shot na, no? I will print screen and then show it here so that it will be clear. So this is what we did. So first, we encapsulated each of the thingies, the ports, and then after that we added the IP addresses to the encapsulation, and then the last step is to go to the not the sub interface mode but the main interface mode, and then you no shot. And then let's go ahead and check diyon saan ako pag-check. Let's go to the show IP add brief. Sakto ba? Show IP config brief. Show IP question mark. Show IP interface. Show IP interface brief. Okay, so here we can see now they're all up. So I'll print screen that. So it should look like this on yours also when you type in the command show IP interface brief. So it should look like this one. And it should all say up. So these are the ones we added. So since we already added that, and then we already did that, we need the router to talk to the switch. So we need to trunk it. So we exit out of the router mode. We go inside the switch that's connected to the router. And then we enable configure terminal. Next, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we connect, since we're trunking the router to the switch, we need to type in interface FA01, that's the port that's connecting it to the router, and then switch port, mode, trunk, enter. So it's up. Let's ping. Okay, so P. So this should be able to talk to this. Talk to this. Success! This one should be able to talk to this. The second try always should be successful. The first try, it's okay if it's failed. Success na sila, guys. This one should talk to this. This one should talk to this. Success. They're all success. Okay. Now that these can all talk to each other, we need to make sure that this talks to the other person on the other side. So this PC can talk to this PC. And then how do we do that? We router rip version 2. I know, dagan kay steps. No wonder. Dapat i-memorize. Oh my god. Sige. let's access this one. Configure. Okay, so we will router rip this. Enable. Next guy. Configure terminal. We're gonna add the IP address, the IP address of this switch. Wa pa man ako gi-add, so at least review. This is not part of the VLAN process. It's the part where the router will talk to the other router. So, okay, sige, add IP. Interface, FA10, okay, that's the thing that's connecting here sa switch. And then we'll IP add, ang iyang net IP kay 83.001.255.255. Ay, it's /8, so 000. And then no shot. Okay, ni green na siya. Okay, next. Ang serial port, so interface SE00. And then IP add. So the IP address of this router will be 110.75.0.1, and then since it's 16 duhara ka 255, and then no shot, and then clock rate 64,000. Yeah. Okay, there's like a clocky thingy here. So yeah, we have already connected this switch with the router. Now we need to connect this switch with all these VLANs. This router with all these VLANs, and this router to this router. So we do router rip. Let's router rip this person sa configure CLI exit router rip version 2, and then we add the network address. So the network address of the wide area network, which is 110.75.00. Don't forget to type network and then 110.75.0.0, and then network of this guy is 83.000. Sakto? Yeah, I think it's sakto. Yeah, okay. Sige, we'll check. Ping in progress. Oy, maybe failed gihapon. CLI network 83. Ay, okay. It's the PC Monday. Success. Oh, I thought I did something wrong. So it's success. So this can talk now to this. So here we'll do router rip, pero it's like almost the same. So this is the switch configure terminal, and then router rip version 2, and then all the networks. Did I add IP na? Yeah, I already added IP. Okay, before that, nakalimot ko add the IP for this router. So, okay, we already added the IP for all the VLANs. We need to add the IP for this router. So, in order to do that, configure terminal, interface serial 00, and then IP add. Yung IP address kay, the other one is 110.75.0.1, 110.75.0.1. This one is 0.2, kay the other router is 0.1, 255.255.0.0 kay /16, and then no shot. So up na sila, it's green, but we need to do, we already added the IP address sa router and the VLANs. We need to add the router rip. So next is router rip, tip rip, version 2, and then the network of the router is wide area network is 7500. Okay, network of the VLAN is the first one is 121.75.1.0. The next one is 121.75.2.0. The next one is network is 121.75.3.0. Ay, wrong spelling. Network 121.75.3.0. Okay, let's see if it works. This one should talk to this one. Success! Ay! This one should talk to this one. Success! So yeah, so that's how you do it. Don't forget, okay, I only did it for the first two switches. Don't forget to do the same thing for the last two, huh? So that's basically how you do it. Ako di ay zoom in so you guys can see. Alright, so if I have any questions, just ask lang. So there! Yay! They all talk to each other na.